Food vendor, food vendor.
I'm happy to pay my way.
You guys
Spiced
talking?
wine for the winking skewer.
And a food. Oh, wine.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
No. Blow it out your ass. What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Salt piles. What? You had 4, now suddenly you have 6? How the hell did that happen? Well, whatever. Okay. And it changes gold lost instead of gold removed. That's kind of funny. I mean,
Good
not
luck out
funny,
there.
but
Seems like
not
a
funny,
tough time to be
haha.
wandering Skyrim.
You know, the Winking Skeever's not just the best inn in Solitude. It's also the only inn in
Grief,
Solitude.
it's crowded here. You work at the Winking Skeever?
Work in it, I own it.
Oh.
Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off.
Oh. Okay. Nag knows who's in charge of Solitude. She wouldn't be asking.
I was done talking anyway.
Yeah, me too. That must be Castle Dower. I think Anag wants to check out the rest of the town first. What is this building here? It's not a door. Hall of the Dead. Ooh. Okay. I don't think Anag's been in a Hall of the Dead since we started this Let's Play, has she? What is this? Vici. Proudspire Manor. This is a rather quaint little house. Advar. That's Proudspire. Hello.
Good evening. I'm Pantia Atia, the master vocalist.
Oh, is this the Bard's College?
I'm a bard from the Bard's College
Yep,
here in Solitude.
okay.
Wanderers like you should think about applying.
Really?
You can say you've met the most talented bard in all of Skyrim.
Oh, you're right. I've heard Lurbuck sing in Morthal, madam. Not right now. Maybe, maybe at some point while we're visiting here. Ah, the Blue Palace. Very pretty. Nike's happy to finally see it, actually. It's kind of... It doesn't really remind her of home, but it kind of gives her, like, bittersweet memories. It reminds her of the king and queen, and it kind of... not that she doesn't associate this with them directly, but she knows that they've stayed there. And it just kind of makes her a little wistful and a little bit sad, but also kind of happy. Like, okay, I'm walking in my liege's footsteps, kind of. We won't go in, but we just want to kind of take a look. Quite an impressive entrance. Honestly, the Palace of Kings might be more impressive. I know this is... yeah, I would say... I think Anag would say that too. Palace of Kings. Hello.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
You were here. Wouldn't you know something a little bit more detailed? So, when I was in Morthal, I didn't mention this to the guard that I talked to that one time in the Longhouse. But I think Anag now... Because, here, I'll show you.
I'll take mine.
If you look at the map, that abandoned shack, it's in Hjalmarch, right? It's not in Halfingar, so Solitude would not necessarily have jurisdiction, but at the same time, it's very, very close to Solitude. And if the Dark Brotherhood is operating there, Anag wouldn't necessarily volunteer that she killed a Dark Brotherhood member, but she would say, hey, you know what? I found a Dark Brotherhood facility, hideout. And it's really close to Solitude. I think maybe you would want to know about that.
You did what? By the gods, you're serious. You'd better report this to Commander Marrow right away. He's at the Penutus Oculatus outpost, up in Dragon Bridge.
Dragon Bridge. Good grief. Winterhold gets farther and farther away all the time. Okay, well, I said we're not going to go into the palace because we just don't want to risk
Got lots of things to take
the
care
possibility of
What do
being
you think?
recognized. like I said, Jarl Elisif never came with Torrig that one time. It didn't. I keep saying never because I keep thinking in my head that he's been there multiple times, but I did say he's only been to Farron once. She never came. She didn't come with that one time. But Torrig and his father both had a retinue of servants and courtiers and things like that came with them to Farron. So Anaig recognizes that it's possible that somebody else in the palace that's not the Jarl would maybe think that she looked familiar, and she just doesn't want to risk it. She still doesn't know exactly who is responsible for that assassination. Most signs point to the Dark Brotherhood, but she's not going to feel secure until she, for one reason or another, has some kind of evidence that points to something, And right now, all that she has to go on is just a suspicion and the weirdness of the Dark Brotherhood kind of following her around. So, oh, you must be... Yes, you're the one woman's husband.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
I take it you're their armorer.
It's almost all I have time for these days.
I bet.
The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. But I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
True. I take it then you're a loyalist?
To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her Lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
I mean, you can't really blame Elisif, right? Like, the leader of the opposition to the Empire killed her husband. So, naturally, she's going to be siding with the Empire, I would think. Have you ever considered soldiering?
I think I would, if it weren't for my son.
Oh, family.
And my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, Seema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield.
It's understandable.
You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha!
Anaig would chuckle at that. Oh, wait a minute.
Blades,
Selling,
helmets.
yes. I can't remember if I have any other gear I need to unload, so let me just check really quick. Apparently not. Sorry to waste your time, guys.
Keep safe.
What time do we have? 7:16. Okay, well let's just check out the castle really quick, and then we'll head down to the inn, get a room, eat some dinner, and go to bed. And then, yeah, like I said, we're not going to go into the palace tomorrow. Wow, look at this. This is a fort. You know, I know Variax points this out in his Oblivion Let's Play a number of times, that they have forts and castles in Cyrodiil that abut right up to higher ground. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having the the walled fortress, because they can just go up to the higher ground and shoot right in. And it would seem Castle Dawnguard is not that different. Unless, you know, I'm assuming they have scouted out that mountain completely, the Imperials have. But unless they somehow knew that there was no way to scale to the top of that mountain, this fort could probably relatively easily be breached. As impressive as it is. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about something that another Let's Player has adequately pointed out. Ooh, first time Anaig's seen planters like this in Skyrim. They look a little high rockish, actually. We must be at a chapel or something, or maybe this is where the king and queen would hold court. I don't know, it seems a little weird they'd hold court outdoors, but wow, how many stories is that? 1, 2, 3, at least 4 stories. Maybe 5 stories. Wow. That's some impressive architecture. Temple of the Divines. Oh, it's really dark in here.
Helgen.
This might seem a little weird,
Destroyed
but
by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
there, that's a little better. Cast Candlelight and level up. I love this game. Okay, well, let's do that really quick then. I'm gonna go with Magicka again. Just keep on leveling up that what I'm best at, basically. Okay. Conjuration. Conjuration Mystic Binding would be handy. Summoner would be handy. Illusion Apprentice would be handy because I did pick up that Phantom Image spell, and that is an apprentice spell, so it would save me some magicka. This would be very handy, as would another one of these. And that destruction one too. Oh god, there's so much to choose from. Oh, and mage armor. That's the whole reason I took the apprentice one there. I think I gotta go with this. Twice as strong. Yep, I think I gotta go with this. This will make a huge difference. Anag probably won't be one hit by wolves anymore if she takes this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I really want to take that alchemy 25% potion increase, but I'm gonna do this. There's just no reason not to.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
Anag's not gonna talk to them. She's just gonna check out the... Wow, look at this place. And there has to be more above that roof because the outside looked like it was way bigger.
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
Shrines, shrines, shrines. Well, it's Mara, Julianos, that's one of Anag's patrons, Akatosh, Bella, Kinnereth.
Oh, such colors.
It's presumably where Talos would be. Zenithar, who does not really have much to, excuse me, I'm sorry, to do with
Blessings
Anag.
to you.
Arke,
The divines are listening.
and Stendar. Okay, well let's pray to Julianos because that seems most apt. And let's pray to Stendar because
The
he
divines
has
saved me
been
from the
right there
street,
for
and
us
they can save you
quite
from your
often
trials as
in
well.
this adventure that we're having. Wow. Yeah, Nag's very impressed with Solitude. Way more than Windhelm. I mean, the only thing that Windhelm has going for it over Solitude, I'd say, is the Palace of
Remind
Kings.
us of our place when we forget.
But this chapel is way more impressive than the Chapel of Talos, Temple of Talos, whatever it's called.
Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage.
Let's get out of here a little bit more quickly. Okay, well, we've seen the castle. We've not been to, any of the Imperial offices, seen any of the officers yet, but at the same time, that's not really something a Nag would do right now. She's not somebody who's, she doesn't have any business with that, and she's not really qualified to speak to anybody like that at the present time. So we'll just head down. Whoa, your hair is very
I may
interesting.
look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of
You
war.
don't really look like a dashing swordsman or a
Your typical
witty person.
solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but the charms that lie within.
Who would talk to a lady like that?
The winking skeever's got warm beds and cold meat.
That's where I'm headed, sir.
Like you could use both.
You're right. Wait a minute. This isn't Winking Skeever. Oops.
Got something for just about everybody in here.
Sorry.
Give a holler.
This is a mistake. That's Pem, professional Let's Player. Right, Winking Skeever. Whoa! Reveler. Hello.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
Who's Ernskar?
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own.
Oh, that's pessimistic. Well, if you'll tell me where she is, I could talk to her for you.
He's a stubborn old
him.
man.
Sorry.
I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Yvette. Okay, so I gotta look for Yvette or Inskar. Well, that'll be in the back of our mind, honestly. In my Q&A session, I think I mentioned that the Act 1 of this Let's Play would be going on for approximately another 20 or so episodes. I think it's going to be quite a few more than that. Did not expect to be coming to Solitude this early in the Let's Play, so quite a bit more. A room, sir, please.
Well, you've come to the right place.
How long will I be staying? Jeez. Oh, that's expensive. Well, let's just say for the night. I can't conceive of a reason that we'd be here more than one night. Possibly, but let's just stay for the night.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Okay, thank you.
I'll show you to your room. But
oh, actually, I kind of wanted to eat really quick. I'll tell you what. You start walking, I'll eat, and due to the game mechanics, I will meet you there. Right. Carrot, bread, wine, apple, soup. Last of the soup. Okay, I wish I could turn off Mage Light, or Candlelight. Let's catch up here. You picked a nice quiet spot, sir. I respect you for that.
Anything else you need?
Thank you. Are you coming out? Am I going in? Oh no, you've got the John. Okay, good. I was gonna say you got the John bug. Thank you. This is a nice room. Holy moly. This is the nicest room I've stayed in since the Bannered Mare, and it's probably nicer than that, actually. Wow. Yes, could get used to this. Okay. Right, well, here we go. Let's have our jug of milk. Milk. And yeah, 10 o'clock. It's time for bed. We'll sleep for a good, let's give ourselves 10 hours. We've had a busy couple of days and a dangerous couple of days, so this is well deserved, I think. And then tomorrow, let's see. We talked to Captain Aldous, so we'll have to see what else we have to do around here before we head out.